Welcome to Muncie, Indiana, home of the Ball State Cardinals, and we're looking forward to this matchup, and certainly the fans are showing that they are as well. A Big Ten showdown is coming, conference implications of plenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Temple Owls taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Ball State Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started.
Yo. Jonathan Stone, 88714. Good God, brother. Update that. Shout out. I get it.
Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway.
Hey, pity me.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Offense set on first down. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. At the 35, he's open.
The hell?
And he's brought down after a
He'll be
nice
covering
game.
that guy. He did. Tapped it out there.
On the
He got
run,
it. He got
a little
it,
bit
son.
more
We
space
got
too out wide where you can see like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole? As opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it from the gun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing the turnover, especially on the first possession.
That chick is
offense. It's your turn.
Who's that man?
Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Nowhere to go, and down he goes at the 39. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down hard, and he did.
That way from one.
It's good too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding the pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he feels the heat coming in.
Good coverage. Can't blame nobody.
And the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't held free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. This offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
Running with power. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Pulls it in. It's Connors. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Cardinals are on the move. On the move, it's Kane. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And the on it.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but the sweet flowing catch is plenty to give him a first down.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Swings it out to the flat. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Quarterback moving. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They're getting this guy lathered up. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11.
Well, they're going to RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
3rd down coming up. That's the end of the first quarter. And after 1, we're scoreless.
Good quarter, good quarter. Good quarter.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the catch. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. The last time we saw this offense begin to look quick, it was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Not running anywhere on this team.
Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's got it again.
Oh my goodness. Dude, this release.
Give him 1 to the 9.
There.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Running back searching for a hole. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
A strike downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Trying the left side.
Oh my
Able to
goodness,
make
these
the
guys.
stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third,
It's
fourth
plugging
quarter,
up
late in the
every
ball games,
time.
they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back.
Oh
And
my
how
goodness.
about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22.
What's going on here?
From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. And he'll
This is
take it
everywhere.
and house it.
No one's
Touchdown,
ever open.
no.
That was lucky.
Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost.
What are you doing?
When you start the
celebrating
black zone inside
back
your
online.
own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Rutgers took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Scarlet Knights that fired on all cylinders. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome. And certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got him downfield. And an explosive play has him on
You
the
were
move.
there.
He gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Trying to beat him to the corner on the right.
What are you doing? Run regular.
Got room at the 35. And he breaks into the open. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ball State.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
Block
And this
better.
offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make? Because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He'll pull it down and run. On the move at the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? It's just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
The junior.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
What's in the defense?
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking down the middle. He makes a catch.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The running back has it. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Power football with the run. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Gets it out fast. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Defense showing blitz here. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Give to the fullback. Lowers those pads. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. The give to the fullback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good.
No one blocked.
I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Trying to make their way to the promised land on 3rd and goal. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out.
And he misses
The
it.
attempt is no good. And here in the 2nd quarter, we remain all knotted up.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Time to take a shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Fires left. He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with the 1st down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. They're going back to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Good right down the boulevard. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. First half,
Good half,
time
man.
now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Peace.
And the Cardinals will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're
Run
positive.
forward.
The line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the 2nd half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the 2nd half...
I should have waited.
Coverage and it's picked off. Going the
Why
other
are you
way,
running
he's got
to?
room.
I should have waited. Couple more seconds.
Cardinal.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house before touching it.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
He now has 80 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Feeling some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. It's caught downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains.
Did I just fall down?
More than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's got the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag.
Oh my God. God.
He fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep.
They're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to put that.
Oh my goodness.
When I was playing quarterback, I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stopped. Now forcing a fourth down.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Texas A&M is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Johnny Manziel, and they are right back in this. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Iowa. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Of 2. Brings up 2nd down.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The inside handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Finds a man in the middle. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to try.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. And the pass hits, picked off. Looking for more room.
Oh my God, that was so stressful.
And this
I
defense
thought he had
with
him.
points of their own. What an interception return.
And
That's
they come up with
crazy.
a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Wide out in motion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. The short hands, it's Moss. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 45.
Those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 45. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
These guys aren't cheating. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ball State. When he let that go ahead and signal touchdown. He knew it was safe.
And most of the time you hear about those 50-50 balls out wide. Nowadays, with these guys that are so big and strong and so good at going and getting the ball, it's more like 80-20. And you can see just so hard to defend the fade route.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Here's the handoff. Hard running there. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
This offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense. And they're churning out positive yardage early.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Temple lining up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 1. Second down.
Okay, forward.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Ball State 21, Temple 20.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Makes a move. Oh, that's him grabbing air. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Defense looks as if it's coming. They're going to ride this running back.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The run to the left. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air.
Let's throw in your
He
way.
needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
All line, just
All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. And this the seesaw back on top here in the 4th. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.
Man, that was going to be a bomb. There are a lot of NFL kickers that would make that field goal.
Being that distance is mental.
Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
They'll immediately call timeout. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, shooting up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're
He had
basically
a beat
at midfield.
again.
And you've got
What are you
confidence in your
doing
guys to
back
be able
there?
to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time,
I'll get
the
loose.
defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
One back in the backfield. He gets to carry.
Move
They
up.
bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Dances away from the heat. Going to try to get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
The give to the tailback.
You were there.
Pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. That's out of bounds after a big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender
Oh my,
needs to
these
know where
are
it is
just
too. Where is he
destroying my
trying to
whole
get?
line.
The ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. On the option. Touchdown, Owls! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses
Stop
by what they do in
celebrating.
the clutch. In those big moments and right before the
Game's
half,
not over.
in the
It's
fourth
too
quarter,
close.
late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Utah State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Aggies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Maryland. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Trying to turn the corner on the right.
How y'all let him do that again to you?
He's loose. And he's running in the open.
Are you
He's
not
at the
trying to
20.
freaking tackle him? What's going
And the
on here?
defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all away. Touchdown,
How y'all
Cardinals.
let that happen?
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with a big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
And that extra point was not through. Oh, by the way, it gave them the lead here in the fourth. And that one ought to set us up for quite a finish. On the run from inside his own 5.
Bouncing off defender.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quickly to the tight end. Still running at the 40. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy. Maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
Leaves it with the back. One step wrap, two step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout.
Oh my God.
Pass is
That game.
intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. He's
That's
out of bounds, showing
oh.
off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty
so
moves on a terrific return.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Oh.
Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. And still a one-point game here, Jesse, and the offense would like to put something together.
No doubt, execution is going to be critical here, David, because with a one-point lead, it just feels like the team that makes the fewest mistakes at this point of the game is going to win.
And it's nice to know that my defense just put a really good stop together, got me the ball back. Now it's go time. Fourth quarter, I got to go make this happen.
And the Cardinals inside the final minute trying to drain the clock. Looking for space. It's Connors. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Timeout call there by the defense.
GG's, man.
Get the ball
GG.
back and save as much time as possible. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese.
GG,
This has
Stone.
been another presentation
That was
of EA
suckers.
Sports College Football.